In the age of NFTs, V-Bucks scams, hackers, and prostitutes, there is nothing that worries me more than a product squaring up on me and taking all of my money out of my wallet, then hitting the gritty on the way out. You all may have heard something about a little game called, I don't know, The Day Before? Yeah, The Day Before features all of the things I'm scared of. Constant delays, false advertising, ripping trailer shots from other games, boring and unengaging gameplay, one-shot kill enemies, 5-second loot timers, and an intimidating picture of a serious black man for the cover art. Now, all worries aside, I want to spend this video talking about the controversy going on currently revolving around the game, and if The Day Before is actually a scam or a game that will shut everyone up and prove itself worthy of the hype. But man, I'd be lying if this situation wasn't more of a mess than my non-existent love life. So let's go for a quick stroll down memory lane and dig into the history of the developers just a bit to catch you all up to speed. FNtastic has released a few games, none of which took off. In fact, the only thing that took off was FNtastic, in the opposite direction, as these games received minimal support and died quickly after being launched. They developed The Wild 8, which they sold off to another studio shortly after release and left the game for dead. Dead Dozen was another game that saw little to no success, and they left to die pretty much immediately before even leaving early access. In fact, it's no longer listed on Steam, so I can't even show it off in this video. Next on the list is Prop Night, a hybrid of Prop Hunt and Dead by Daylight. Now this is a game that I can actually talk about, considering I have put about 40 hours into it. I streamed this game a lot when it first came out, and to be honest, it was actually a lot of fun. I genuinely enjoyed it.
Alright, where's the chair at? Oh, there's a chair right here, you fat fuck. You thought I was gonna walk past it, didn't you? You absolute liberal. Hell no.
This game is the one exception FNtastic has when it comes to bad post-launch support, as Prop Night saw a complete overhaul not that long ago, but what does that matter when you have a peak count of only 700 people playing? The game may have had decent post-launch support in terms of updates, but it still struggled to maintain relevancy. So after discussing FNtastic leaving behind almost every game they've ever made and mildly supporting another, that brings us back up to speed with their history. But the issues with this company don't stop there. Let's start off with the fact that FNtastic didn't even copyright their own IP. The Day Before was copyrighted by some random dude halfway across the entire world. FNtastic announced The Day Before in January 2021, and even claimed that the name was available and had not been trademarked. So instead of trademarking it themselves, they just continued to sit at their desks, stretching their ball skin as if they were trying to catch water in the shower using their skin as a small bucket. The Day Before was trademarked in November 2022 by an individual in South Korea, which after all is pretty base considering that the dev studio had nearly 2 years to get it for themselves after announcing the project. Then, FNtastic announced on Twitter that the Steam page for the game, which at the time was the most wishlisted game on Steam, was removed due to technical reasons. And not even a day later, they backtracked that statement, which led to them publicly stating a trademark issue was the reason for the page being down. And then continued to announce an 8-month delay. So after constant backlash from fans who waited through several delays and excuses, the studio decided that they would prove to all the people who were saying, oh, the game isn't real, that they were wrong. FNtastic took to YouTube to show a gameplay reveal, and a person actually playing the game? Kinda? You see, the footage shown in the most recent video has a lot of glaring issues, like blatantly stealing cinematic angles from other game trailers, an incredible downgrade in graphics compared to previous clips of the game, a city that feels lifeless, a constant reuse of unoriginal assets, reoccurring zombie animations, and I guess just poor animations overall, a boring looting system, and a game that overall just looked like a walking simulator with the occasional zombie. I mean, the details for this game just don't exist. There's nothing that looks good in this game, and I don't even know why they continue to make it at this point. I mean, even the muzzle flash for firing a weapon is a PNG slapped on for a single frame to create the illusion of flashes. There is no animation there. Like, this game doesn't even look good, and the initial release date for this game was March 1st, 2023. So hypothetically, if the only reason the game was delayed is because of the trademark issue, then this game is fully finished and just has more dev time to polish up, yet they haven't shown off anything. Here are the questions I have about this game, which they just haven't answered yet. How many kinds of infected are there? Are there any boss fights or planned community events? Does loot carry with you between servers or save files? How many actual players can be on one server at a time? What is the overall goal of the game? Are there any different factions you can join? Is there an end game? Is there end game loot? Are there parts of the map that are more dangerous than others but have better loot? Will there be hosted servers or dedicated servers? How many friends can I play with in a squad? Are there any human NPCs or vendors or raiders or anything going on in this world at all? These are all just basic questions that the devs should have answered by now. But truth is that you just can't find any information about any of these topics. So if the game should be done, why have they revealed almost no details about the actual product? Side point real fast, they also used the hype for the day before to promote one of their mobile apps, which is just fucking cringe, and they baited everyone and just wasted everyone's time. They also had a live stream event planned to reveal the game, but the stream had too many issues, so it was delayed after staying up for 19 hours, only showing a black screen. But anyways, that brings us back to the point of the video. The day before is a scam. But here's the funny part. Who are they scamming? Because this game is not accepting pre-orders. They're not taking any crowd-funded money. They are just taking the money of all of their investors. But low-key, that's kind of based. Almost as based as this company asking for volunteers to work on the game. So guess what, baby? I wanted to see if this game's real. So I went to go apply to be a volunteer game dev. But of course, the link in the website didn't work. So the only other option is to apply for a job. Even though they said there are no positions available, I went ahead and created a fake resume under a fake name. You see, I am no game developer, okay? Like, I don't have the slightest clue about anything that goes into game development, but Jason Johnson? Oh, Jason Johnson worked on a little game called Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and graduated with a bachelor's degree in game development from the prestigious College DePaul University of Chicago. Jason Johnson has an outstanding set of skills. He is great at graphic design, project management, product photography, everything, problem solving, and has beautiful communication skills. Jason worked at Treyarch from August 2020 through November 2022. He managed numerous projects simultaneously to meet tight deadlines, and finally, he presented all final ideas to the production team. Now me? Oh fuck, I would never land this job. But Jason is just built different, and if I hear back from them, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated, maybe make another video about the topic. With that being said, the day before is a fake game, only made to scam their investors. This game might release, but I promise it is not what they are saying it is, and it will never live up to the hype that the game has generated. Do not buy this game if it ever releases. Don't be the butt of the joke with the rest of the developers. Avoid this game like it's the plague at all cost. This is not a product you want to be a part of, and I believe that if it's even a game, that it'll just speak for itself. Thanks for watching, and until next time,